Everyone, it's Mrs. Duncan. I've really missed working with my students and being able to teach, and so I decided I would make videos to keep us on the right track. So this follows the lesson I was using with my groups when I would pull my small groups at school, and you can follow right along with me. You will need a pencil and a piece of paper or a whiteboard and marker, or if you just want to respond orally, you can do that. But anything I ask you to do, I will repeat myself or show you on my board so you can check your work and make sure you're doing it correctly. And today will be review, and my next lesson will be something new, and we'll kind of go in that pattern. Review and then something new. And you can always repeat these if you need a little more practice. So the first thing we do is go over letter sounds or our word chunks that we know. So when I show you a letter or a chunk, you make the sound. A or A. Or A can make two sounds, A or A. Or O. Ooh. Sped. And here we're looking at our S blend, SP. And a blend is when two letters get together, but their sounds kind of blend together. You can still hear both, but it's just a little trickier. Sped. Ong. And here is our NG. And this chunk says ong. All. Here's another chunk. This is our all chunk. Or TH is a digraph. That means two letters get together and they make one sound. And this one actually can make two different sounds. It can say be unvoiced or it can be voiced. Ung. I or I. And we say I, itchy, I to help us remember that short sound. Ang. I. I consonant E says I. That E is silent and the I says its name. I. Y. Glad. And here's an L blend. GL. Add. Glad. W. Flag. There's our L blend. Ag. Flag. I think that was upside down. That should be a D. Clap. Or U. Plan. B. Slip. Small. G. Sh. That's our digraph. Two letters get together and they make one sound. Sh. Snap. Swim. Ch. Or E. And we say E, Eddie, J. Ing. A. A consonant E says A. Qu. When we write words, Q is always followed by U, and it says qu. Skin. Step. Right, give yourselves a pat on the back for getting all those sounds or those chunks. And then next thing we do, we will need paper, and we write our alphabet as our warm-up to writing. Gets our hand ready to write, warms us up. So when we write, we do A through M on the first line and N through Z on the second line. So I will write with you today. So we are going to start this one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. And I'm going to the next line and starting with N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And that's our alphabet. Now, you practice saying the letter sounds when I showed you a letter or a chunk. Now we are going to do the opposite. I am going to tell you the sounds, and you are going to write all the ways that you can make those sounds. And we are going to do 8 of those. So what I want you to do is I'm going to say it, and you repeat what I say, and then write down the letters that make those sounds. So if I say, one way to write eh, you repeat it, one way to write eh, and you would write the letter E, because E says eh, E, Eddie, eh. Number 2, 2 ways to write I. 2 ways to write I. We can have one I, or we can have I consonant E. One I can say I, as in the word hi, H-I, or we can have I consonant E says I. Number 3, 2 ways to write A. 2 ways to write A. And we're going to write A. We can have one A, or we can have A consonant E. And number 4, one way to write ang, our chunk, ang. Ang, we write A-N-G, ang. A-N-G says ang. Number 5, I want you to write one way to write the blend at the beginning of small. And you just need the first 2 letters that make that blend in small. And that blend is S-M. All. Number 6, one way to write the blend in snip, snip. And we just need those first 2 letters to make the blend in snip, and that is S-N, snip. Number 7, one way to write I. And the way we do that is with the letter I. And number 8, this one's kind of tricky. 2 ways to write S. 2 ways to write S. And to do that, we can have one S, or we can have 2 S's. one S or two S's. And this is called the floss rule. At the end of a single closed syllable, the letters F, L, and S can get doubled, as in the word less. Okay, now we do some review reading. So I'm going to show you some words or some sentences, and you read it to yourself, and then I will say it as well, and you can check yourself. Rang. There's our ang chunk. Rang. Smell. S, m, e, o. Smell. It's our S blend, and then our floss rule. Single closed syllable ending in L, and we're going to double it. Smell. Flop. F, o, a, p. Flop. Ball. And there's our all chunk. B, all. Chin. Ch, I, n. Chin. It's our digraph. CH. Ch. Than. And our digraph TH. And this word, it is voiced. Than. We're going to skip that one. That one says muck, but we'll talk about that CK tomorrow. Huff. Huff. Floss rule again, single closed syllable, ending in F, and we double the F. Fling. Fling. You must go west. And there is our blend, ST blend at the end of the words. The small bug will slip on the spill. West. W-E-S-T. West. Sung. There's our ung chunk. Sung. I will gasp. Gasp. If you see my list. Someone doesn't want you to see the list. They'll gasp. Thing. Less. She can dive into the pit. And there is our I, consonant E says I. D, I, V. I saw a wave by the cliff. And there's our A, consonant E in wave. W, A, V, wave. I miss them a lot. That's me. I miss all of my students a lot. Mess. I was stung on my shin. Stall. We are going to stop there, and now you will need your pen and paper because we are going to practice writing some words. And if you don't have pen and paper, you can just spell them out loud and then check them when I repeat them. So, number 1, I want you to repeat the word after me. So my word is moth. You say moth. Use your fingers to help you sound it out. Ah, and then you write it. Moth. Did you spell moth? M-O-T-H. Moth. Number 2, flame. Flame. So you say flame, and we sound it out. F-L-A. Flame. And here's our word. F-L-A-M-E. And that E goes on the end because we hear the A saying A. If it didn't have the E, it would say flam. We want it to say flame. So we need that A consonant E pattern. Number 3, stub. Stub. Spell stub, S-T-U-B. Number 4, swing. Swing. Think about what chunk you hear at the end of that word, swing. Spell swing, S-W-I-N-G, swing. And number 5, gasp. Gasp. G-A-S-P. Gasp. G-A-S-P. Gasp. And now a sentence. We are going to say, the pig flung mud. The pig flung mud. 4 words. And make sure you sound out those words that you need to. And if you need more time, you can pause the video, but I'm going to show you my answer now. So if you need to, go ahead and pause and you can resume when you've got your sentence written. The pig flung mud. So here we go. Make sure you have your uppercase or capital letter at the beginning of your sentence. The, T-H-E, space between your words. Pig, P-I-G, P-I-G, flung, F-L-U-N-G. We've got our L blend, F-L, with our chunk, space, and then mud, M-U-D, and you should have a period at the end of your word. And the last thing we do is make sure we spend time reading. So I have a short passage here for you that I'm going to hold up, and I won't hold it here for the whole time for you to read, but you can pause and continue reading as you need. So here is our passage for today. And pause it and read it if you need to. And then I am also posting extra resources, Nearpod lessons or Kahoots or quizzes at this link here. And I update every few days for you to keep learning. And a lot of it goes along with what we've done in my group. So there is our passage, and there's the Mrs. Duncan Reads website. So thank you for working along with me today, and you can move at your own pace. I will try to have a new lesson posted for you each day, and tomorrow we will learn something new. Bye-bye.